Database Management System, DBMS architecture. Introduction. DBMS stands for Database Management System. DBMS is a software system for creating, organizing, and managing the database. It provides an environment for the other user to creation of database for creation, insertion, deletion, update, and data. So now, what is data? The most common question which is asked by the interviewer: what is data? Collection of raw facts and figures is called data. Second one, we can say raw material that can be processed by any computing machine is also called data. Collection of facts from which conclusion may be drawn. This is also called data. Data can be represented in the form of numbers and words which can be stored in computer's language. That is Asif Khan, Asad 001. So data can be represented in any form like number and words, which is also a data. This type of data we can store in computer language. So this is also a data. Now the question is, what is information? Systematic and meaningful form of data is called information. Knowledge acquired through study or experience is also a information. Information helps human beings in their decision making. If we have a right information, then we can take the right decision for the organization's goal seeking. Like the organization can take the better decision for that information. Now the question is database. A safekeeping of logically related and similar data is called database. Organized collection of related information so that it can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. That is dictionary, airline database, student database, library, railway timetable, queue. This is all the organized collection of related information. Can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. Now the question is, what is database management system? A set of programs to access the internet. DBMS contains information about a particular entity. Computerized record keeping system provides convenient environment to user to perform operation like creation, insertion, deletion, updating, and review of information. So if we can say DBMS is a software which includes a set of programs. These programs are convenient to the user, like creation, insertion, deletion, updating, and database users. There are many types of database users. First is naive user. Second is application programmer. Third is sophisticated user and specialized users. What is naive user? Naive user are the simple users. They don't know how to access the database, what are the program behind that. They just know what is the command to perform the ATM machine, what is the what are the different type of buttons are in ATM machine so that they can withdraw the money. They don't know nothing about that. Application program are the programmers. They know about the Oracle, any type of software. They know about that. Sophisticated user are the scientists and all. They know about what they are doing. Specialized users are the user. They are specialized in a particular area. What is DB? Database administrator. What are the basic role of schema definition? Storage structure and access method definition. Schema and physical organization modification. Granting of authorization to access. Routine maintenance. DBA manage all level of business body. 3 level of architecture we are talking about. 3 level architecture is also called ANSI architecture or 3 schema architecture. We can say 3 schema architecture. This framework is used for describing the structure of a specific database system. In this architecture, the database schemas can be defined at 3 levels, explained in next slide. This is all about the 3 level of architecture. Internal schema, which is also called internal schema. Next is conceptual schema, and then final users, which is called view level, external level. This is the diagram of three-level architecture. What is external view? We are talking about final users and we are talking about external layout view. Highest or top level of data abstraction. This level is concerned with the user. Each external schema describes the part of the database that a particular user is interested in and hides the rest of the database from users. External schema basically describe the user's interest, which type of information user want to access. There can be n number of external views for database where n is the number of users. For example, an accounts department may only be interested in student fee details. It would not be expected to have any interest in the personal information about the student. So, on the external level, they just show, programmers show the student fee detail, not other details. All database users on external level of DBs. Next one is conceptual. This level is in between the user level and physical storage view. This is the diagram. We are talking about conceptual. This is comes between external and internal schema. There is only one conceptual view for single database. It hides the detail of physical storage, structure, and concentrate on describing entities, data type, relationship, user, operation, and constraints. Next is internal view. We are focusing on what type of data we are storing. It is the lowest level of data abstraction. At this level, it keeps the information about the actual representation of the entire database, that is actual storage of the data. It is close to the physical storage level. This is the three level of architecture: internal level, conceptual level, and external. Working on three level architecture, presentation tier is work on external level, logical tier is work on conceptual level, and data tier is work on internal level. Level of DBMS architecture, this is the diagram which I have shown earlier. View 1, view 2, view 3, there are number of views, there are number of users. Next is conceptual. We are talking about programming part. We are talking about entities, relationship, models. Next is physical schema. We are concentrating about what data we have stored. What is the procedure behind that to storing the data? This is the example. In external view, view 1, like some user is interested in course information. So only course information will be visible to the user. Next is student information. Like these are the two views, view 1 and view 2. View 1 is interested in course information and view 2 is interested in student information. Conceptual schema, here we can write all the tables, student, course, enrolled. Next is physical schema. Physical schema means relations stored as unordered files. Like all the information which we have shared on conceptual schema is stored on the physical schema. This is the example employee database, external level, external view 2, external view 1, conceptual, and this is the internal. Conceptual, we are writing a query, employee number, when we are creating a table. So all the data which we are using is going stored in our data storage. How much byte, how much index value, how much offset value is will be taken at the internal. This is the three level of architecture. Again, same thing with different example. External view 1, employee number, father name, first name, last name, age, and salary. View 2, employee number, last name, and B underscore number. Conceptual level, all the attribute comes at the conceptual level. All the attributes, how much memory they are taking comes at three-level architecture objective. What is the objective behind that? Each user should be able to access the same data but have a different customized view of the data. User should not have to deal directly with physical database storage detail. Where the user deal with the external level only. A DBA should be able to change the database storage structure without affecting the user's view. He can change the one level without affecting the other's level. Three-level architecture objective, the internal structure of the database should be unaffected by the changes to the physical aspect of storage. DBA should be able to change the conceptual structure of the database without affecting all the. Next is mapping. Mapping is the key for providing data independence. Data independence is the capacity to change the schema at one level without affecting the next higher level. Same thing which I am talking about in the earlier slide. If I am talking about data independence, so one level is independent of the other level. If we are going to change in the one level, so this change will not affect the working of another level. Type of data independence: physical data independence and logical data independence. Logical data independence means provided by external and conceptual mapping, ability to modify conceptual schema without changing the external view and application program. Changes to the conceptual schema may be necessary whenever the logical structure of the database changes due to change object. Physical data independence provided by conceptual or internal mapping, ability to modify internal or physical schema without changing conceptual or group level or application. This is all about database architecture structure. Thank you so much, students.